All right. Hi, friends. I'm here for Kevin tonight. I think we're all familiar, but if I'm new to you, my name is Erin. This is our all levels flow. So, um, happy solstice conjunction. You would never know that it's the darkest day of the year by all that sunshine out there, but we're going to play with sort of the intention of connecting to that darkness in the earth tonight. So, I invite you to travel with me if it resonates. One move I want to show you, some of you have done this one with me before, but it might just be helpful while we're flowing to see where we're going. So we'll be flowing, we'll move a bit first, and we'll come into essentially a warrior two towards the back. And I'll cue you through this. We'll come through a reverse warrior and then into something called simple twist, where we plant our palm, and it's just a low lunge with a twist. You have the option, especially if your wrists are sensitive, to stay here. Other options for lounge lizard, you'll bring your foot back in line with your hip. That's really important. And then you'll line your body up with the long edge of your mat. And then from here, you have the option to hold maybe full side plank, or I'll cue you through a couple little pulses that'll look like this. Okay. So we'll have options. Let's go ahead and start in child's pose. And friends at home, welcome. We'll go ahead and cue our playlist. And getting started in 3, 2, and 1. In child's pose, allow your body to fully settle. Connect your forehead to your mat. And then before we do anything just yet, take a moment to fully arrive within your space. Notice what it feels like to be within your body today. And then tune into your breath. Just notice it first, the rise of your inhale and the fall of your exhale. And just notice if your breath feels tight or constricted anywhere today. And then notice as well that just by shifting the awareness there, the breath starts to change. And let's take a couple collective exhales to soften into the space. Take a deep inhale to fill. Exhale, run it out your mouth, let something go. We'll take one more just like that, maybe a little sound this time. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, start to cue your Ujjayi pranayama. Take smooth, deep breaths in and out through your nose. And then for today, I'd like you to really exaggerate the length of your breath. There might even start to come a little sound or a little texture. Maybe your neighbor can hear you. Inspire them with your prana. And today we're going to start in stillness, just cultivating the breath. Start to build sort of an internal fire, or Agni in Sanskrit, with your breath. And then we're here for another 3 full rounds of breath. Imagine each inhale pulling in bright golden light into every cell of your being. And releasing anything that feels a little dense or a little heavy here today. Your last breath or so here, you might start to rock your forehead side to side, or activate your child's pose, find length through your spine. Take one more deep, full breath. And then on your next inhale, press firmly into your palms, rise through your tabletop, and find your stacking of your joints first. Start to cultivate organic movement. It could be cat-cow. You could move side to side, whatever feels right in this moment. And I invite you for the next 55 or so minutes to move in a way that really honors your body, in a way that feels good. Wherever you're at, start to find a cadence or a rhythm with your breath. Beautiful expression. And then for a few of our shapes we're taking today, I recommend warming up through your wrists. You've got about 10, 15 more seconds here. You could flip your wrist, come onto the back of your palm. Just explore sensation. And then wherever you're at, take a breath or so to even out. Meet in a neutral spot. Crawl your palms forward, one full palm print. Spread your fingers wide. Grip with your fingertips and then tuck your toes for Adho Mukha or downward facing dog. Again, couple breaths here to explore. Either movements or stillness. And then down dog. Find your way to stillness if you're not there yet. Take a breath together. Bring a deep bend into your knees. And then on your inhale, press the mat away. Find a little more length through your spine. Keep your hips high. On your exhale, come onto your tippy toes. Step your heels over your arches. And then next, out breath. Bring your heels a little closer to the earth. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, bend your knees. Press the mat away. Exhale, straighten your legs. Come onto tippy toes for a breath stretch through your arches. And then exhale, lower your heels towards the earth. On your inhale, shift your gaze forward, bend your knees. Little steps all the way to meet your palms. Find your expression, ragdoll pose today. Recommend keeping some distance between your feet and a deep bend to your knees here to start. Nice, Michelle. And pause back and center. Release your grip. Bring your palms to the earth or your shins. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, deepen your fold, Uttanasana. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, invite more depth. And then take that one more time on your own. We'll meet in a forward fold. Leave your feet wide as you transition upright. Roll one vertebrae at a time. And then shine your palms forward. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, use your full inhale. Sweep your arms to the sky. A little bit different arm movement today. Interlace your fingers at the top. On your exhale, apana or grounding motion. Press your palms to the earth. And then on your inhale, flip your palms away from your heart. Reach them forward. Lift them high. Exhale, release your grip. Float your arms towards the earth. The very bottom, interlace your grip. On an inhale, reach your fist to the earth. Gaze high. Deep bend into your knees. Hinge from your hips. Find a chest expansion here in forward fold. Linger for an extra breath. And release your grip by way of your low back. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down as you rise, like you're sweeping up fresh prana. Reach. Take that same motion on your exhale. Interlace your grip. Smooth press downwards. Feel that connection. Then full inhale, flip your palms, reach forward and high. Exhale, float. Interlace your fists. Inhale, puff, expanse. Use your full exhale to surrender. And we'll take that one more time. Breath to movement. Release your grip. Take a halfway lift first. Reset. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root as you rise. And then it's time at the top. Take anything you'd like. You have about 3, maybe 4 breaths to explore if you want to add in a twist or a side bend. Maybe you even close down your eyes, shifting internally. And you stay connected with your breath. Notice if you lost it, bring it back. And then we'll meet in a forward fold. If you have chest expansion, release your grip. Inhale to a halfway lift, find length first. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a plank pose. In plank pose, On your exhale, shift forward slowly as you can, lower all the way to the mat. At the bottom, untuck your toes, shift your palms back by your upper ribs, press into your feet, inhale, pull your heart forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale your forehead to the mat. 2 more times, your breath, your movement, option to linger or add depth. Beautiful expression. Maybe you hold at the top of your third. And then rise through plank or tabletop. Make your way to your downward facing dog. And down dog, we'll sync up the breath. Take an inhale to fill. Exhale, run it out your mouth. Little sigh as you release. Take one more just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale, let something go. Next, inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Root down more through your left heel. And then take a breath here, lengthen through your right foot. Exhale, knee to nose, puff through the back of your heart. Step through lightly. Let's land in a low lunge. Use your full inhale to rise, engage your core. Take a couple little shifts into your hip flexors here. Now, really nice. Back toes tucked under might help with a little more stability. Just an option. Take an inhale, find length. Exhale, float your hands and straighten your front leg for Ardha Hanumanasana. Shift your hips back. Take a couple breaths here. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Shift back forward first. Find a low lunge. Step back to a tabletop. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. Crawl your palms forward for Anahatasana or puppy pose. Lower your forehead to the mat. And take a full breath here. And then listen carefully. You can always gaze forward. Plant your forearms firmly. Shift forward into a plank pose. Just for a breath, I promise. Send a long line of energy out your heels. And on your exhale, it's Sphinx pose. Lower your hips to the earth. Untuck your toes. Take an inhale. Pull your heart forward. Exhale. Lower your forehead to the earth. Bring your palms to touch and extend them forward. It's called pranam. Like you're saluting the earth. On your inhale, bring your palms wide outside your mat. Come up to your fingertips and inhale. Cobra pose. Hold for an extra out breath. Exhale, lower your forehead to the earth. Your choice, tabletop or plank pose to downward facing dog. So typically we take what are called sun salutations. This is what you call an earth salutation. Take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, let it go. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Take a moment, find your long line of energy out your left foot. Exhale, knee to nose, puff through your heart. Step through lightly, low lunge, lower your back knee. Take an inhale, sweep your arms high, and then couple breaths here to settle. Nice, Adrian. Notice your breath here in this shape. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Take a couple breaths here, maybe a little bit of movement. And then inhale, shift forward, low lunge. Step back to a tabletop. Ground through your knees. Keep your hips in line. Crawl your palms forward. Anahatasana, puppy pose. On your inhale, press your elbows to the earth. Shift forward, plank pose. Drop your hips in line with your heart for an inhale. Exhale, lower your hips to the earth. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, lower your forehead, pranam. Reach your prayer palms forward. Inhale, come into your cobra pose, fingers wide. Linger here for an extra breath or two. As you're ready, forehead grounds, plant your palms, tabletop or plank pose to downward facing dog. Beautiful transitions, down dog. Take a round of breath as you arrive. We'll take that one more time. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through lightly, low lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, halfway lift, shift forward, low lunge. Exhale to a tabletop. Inhale, crawl your palms forward, and on your exhale, deliver your heart to your mat. Inhale, plant your elbows. Plank pose, shift forward. Exhale, lower your hips. Reach your heart forward through your shoulders. Exhale, lower your forehead. Pranam, extend your palms. Beautiful. On your inhale, cobra pose. Take a couple breaths here. Explore. Open through your heart. Beautiful, Adrian. Grant. Your way back to downward facing dog. If you ever want to add anything in, this time is for you. Down dog on your in-breath. Extend your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Low lunge. Inhale, arms to frame your ears. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, shift it back. Inhale, halfway lift, shift forward. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, crawl your palms forward. On your out breath, surrender your heart to the earth. Plant your elbows on your in-breath, shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, your hips to the earth for sphinx. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, pranam, extend your prayer palms forward. Inhale, plant your palms, lift your heart. Your way to downward facing dog. And then we'll take one round traditional Surya Namaskar. Inhale, your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through lightly, low lunge, drop your back knee to the earth. Inhale, your arms high. Exhale, hands to the earth, step forward, forward, fold. Switch it up on you guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, forward fold hinge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps, low lunge, drop your knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, your arms to the mat. Step back, plank pose. This time, options. All the way to the earth or full chaturanga. Shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Your out breath to downward facing dog. And we'll pause, settle for 2 rounds of breath. Option to let go some heat out the mouth. On your next inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, walk, float, top of your space. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, this time chair pose, Utkatasana, sit back and low. Beautiful. Ground through your feet. And then connect to your core, sit a little bit deeper. Or is your gaze, can you bring it forward? Take another inhale here, maybe gaze up. Exhale to a forward fold. Take your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step or float back. You're connecting vinyasa. Make sure you keep the integrity of lines of energy. And beautiful, Marcella. Down dog on your inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Step through lightly. On your inhale, high crescent lunge this time, rise. Find a scissoring action through your inner thighs. And then sink a little bit deeper. Drop your tailbone to the earth. Are you breathing here? Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Option to float your right leg, but keep your line of energy. Beautiful, Isabella. Down dog on your in-breath. Extend your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Step through, inhale, high crescent lunge. Find your micro adjustments. And then like you're drawing energy up your legs from the earth through the soles of your feet. Ground down. Stay for an inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Option to float your left leg this side. Your beautiful expression. Nice, Marty. One more time, Surya Namaskar. B, inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, float, top of your space. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, commit to your depth. Inhale, gaze high. Exhale, forward fold to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or float back. Match your breath to your movements. There's no rush. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through, high crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. This time, exhale, airplane, just your torso, hinge from your hips, fly your arms. Gaze down slightly forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, plank pose. You know what to do, always the option to skip. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through, in breath, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fly. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your pinkies a little closer. Stay for your inhale and your exhale. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Your flow. Again, down dog. You have about 2 rounds of breath here. Take what you need. And this time, inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, walk, float, top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, just for a breath. Exhale, fold, pinch, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step or float back, option to flow. Beautiful expressions, nice, Susie. Down dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, step through again, inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. We'll set up our flow. On your exhale, hinge just your hips, flying crescent. Stay here for a breath. Gaze down slightly forward. Draw your belly up off your thigh. Inhale, open to a 5-pointed star towards the mirrored wall. Point your toes out, heels in, and then find a little shimmy, a little shake. Find length through your spine. Yeah. Little solstice dance. Just our first time here. Bend your knees, draw your palms to your heart. Find your goddess. And then take what you need here. You've got a couple breaths to explore. Your palms might come to the tops of your knees. You could find lateral movement, maybe twists. And then wherever you're at, start to even it out. Yeah, beautiful. Meet back with your palms in front of your heart. Inch your knees back towards the pinky toe edge of your feet, and then sit 1 inch deeper. Keep your hips low. Take an inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, pull energy towards your heart. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, pull. This time, inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, find your warrior 2 to the back. Readjust your feet. And then settle in. Couple little bounces. If you can, square your hips, your shoulders towards the mirrored wall. And then notice your breath here. Settle in. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, reach forward to reverse. Bring your gaze high. Keep the bend in your left knee. And then reach from your left hip tip to your left fingertip. Stay for an inhale. Here's our transition we were talking about. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth. Plant your right palm for revolved low lunge. Plant your right palm. Extend through your left fingertip. Now you have the option to stay here or spiral onto the outer edge of both feet. Walk your foot back in line with your hip if you're moving there. This one's called lounge lizard. Make Yana Mudra in your left hand, pointer finger, thumb. On your inhale, press your hips high, reach overhead. This one's just optional. Exhale, lower your hips, lower your arm. One more time, breath and movement. Inhale, reach, rest. Exhale to lower. This time, inhale, rise, reach, transition to a low lunge. And then keep going. Move through Prasarita to the right. Low lunge to the front. Step back, plank pose. And then you know what to do. Flow or skip. Move with your breath. We'll take that on the other side. Let's sync up our breath first. Inhale, fill. Exhale, cycle it out your mouth softly. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through. And then inhale, rise high crescent lunge. Exhale, fly just your torso. Pause here, find length your heel to your crown. And then inhale, 5-pointed star to the right, adjust your stance. Take one little pulse this time, draw your palms to touch. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, rise and sweep. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Check out your feet, heel to arch alignment, and then bounce in here. Inhale, reach forward to reverse without losing the bend in your right knee. Stay here for a breath. Send a breath along your right rib cage. Exhale your hands to the earth, low lunge. Into simple twist, plant your left palm, ground down to reach through your right fingertips. Stay here or spiral onto the outer edge of both feet. Modify your stance. Yana Mudra in your right hand. Drop your hips, drop your arm. On your inhale, sweep your hips, sweep your arm overhead. One more time, exhale to low. Inhale, sweep and rock. Exhale, drop your hips. This time, inhale, sweep through low lunge all the way to the left, Prasarita. Low lunge to the front. And then step back, plank pose. Again, option to flow. If you're taking your vinyasa, use your breath, your movement, like you're moving all that energy we just built. Beautiful expressions. So take that same flow, a little bit more of a rhythm. Take a deep inhale first. Exhale, send something out your mouth. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Use your inhale, ground down as you rise, high crescent. Exhale, fly. Inhale, 5-pointed star, open to the left. Exhale, hands to heart, bend your knees. Inhale, rise and sweep. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back, settle in. Inhale, reach forward to reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your right hand to the earth, straight into simple twist this time. Extend your left arm. Stay or just one pulse this time. Drop your hips, your arm. Inhale, sweep, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Find low lunge. Move through Prasarita all the way into low lunge to the front. And then step back your flow or just downward facing dog. Beautiful, Abby. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Low lunge. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, flat. Inhale, 5-pointed star, peel open. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, 5-pointed. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Inhale to reverse, gaze high. Exhale, simple twist, plant your left palm, extend your right. Stay or spiral. Drop your palm, your hips. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, low. Inhale, this time rise through low lunge all the way to the front. Move through Prasarita like you're gliding through water. And then option to flow it out. Beautiful flow. Down dog on your inhale, ripple roll forward to a high plank. Use the full length of your exhale to surrender your heart to your mat. Elbows graze your ribs as you lower. Crawl your palms back in line with your lower or mid ribs. First round, just Bhujangasana, root through your feet. Use your inhale breath to pull your heart forward. And then pause for another breath, root down through your pelvis. Reach your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release your forehead to the mat. Option to take that same expression or bound locust. Interlace your grip at your low back. Make a single fist. And then on your inhale, lift everything off the earth. Reach your fist towards your heels. Rise. Stay for another breath. Lift a little bit high. Exhale, release. Bring your right ear to the earth and then tee out your arms. You could always stay here, just belly down Shavasana. Or we're gonna open more through our heart. Bring your left fingertips by your face. Make sure your right arm, hand is in line with your shoulder. And then just slowly, gently press onto your right side body. You might bring one or both feet to the earth back behind you. Pause where you feel sensation. And then soften through your head, especially through your torso here. Come back to your breath. If you want a little more sensation here, option to reach your left arm back for the half bind. And check in, where can you soften? What can you release here in this shape with your breath? Stay for another inhale. Soften with your out breath. If you took the half bind, slowly release. Use the help of your left fingertips to slowly unwind. Come back onto your belly. And then switch out your arms. Extend your left arm long. Gaze to the right. Bring your right fingertips in and then move with your breath. Press onto your left side body. And just really honor differences one side to the next. Commit to your last few breaths here. If you want a little more, maybe your half bind. And then only as you feel even, there's always the option to stay a little longer. Slowly, mindfully release. Come back onto your belly. And then plant your palms beneath your shoulders. Bring your knees wide. Press back into a child's pose. Ground your forehead to your mat. And then send deep fluid breaths to all four sides of your rib cage, especially to the back line of your heart. And take another full inhale here, this time to the back of your lungs, back of your heart space. And then exhale, soften. The option is stay here resting a little bit longer. If you're ready to move on, plant your palms and come into a tabletop. Then we're going to come back into our Anahatasana pose. Crawl your palms forward as far as they go. Soften either your forehead. If you want a little bit deeper, maybe your chin will come to the earth. For more sensation, you might come onto your fingertips. And then we're here for a few breaths. With each out breath, surrender your hearts a little closer to your mat. And then Anahatasana, plant your palms on your inhale breath. Crawl your palms back just slightly towards your body. Don't come through tabletop yet. We want to come onto our forearms. Make sure your hips are over your knees. Most of us a little more forward. We're going to take cat-cow here in this shape. Focus on the sensation in your heart, okay? On your inhale, drop your belly, shift your gaze high. Exhale, press the mat away and then round through your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. You've got a couple pulses just like that. If it's too much, you could always take just traditional cat-cow, finding another layer. And then finish up the round that you're on, and then do come back to your tabletop. Find your way to downward facing dog. You've got about 2 to 3 breaths to arrive. If you want a flow or a sip of water on your way there. Beautiful. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose to fill. Exhale, let something go, run it out. We'll move through our same flow, couple places adding on. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through low lunge. Use your inhale to rise, high crescent. Exhale, fly your torso. Inhale, 5-pointed star, rise and reach. Exhale, goddess 50. Inhale, 5-pointed. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Inhale, reach forward to reverse. Q change here. Exhale, extended side angle. Take your time, set it up. Draw your elbow to your knee or your palm to the earth. And then stay broad across your heart. Stay for another inhale. And soften for your out breath. Inhale, one more time, reverse warrior. And this time, straighten your front leg. Option to shorten your stance, reverse trikonasana. Bump your hips towards the back and then gaze towards your left fingertips. Some of you know where we're going. Exhale, come back through center. And then reach forward, bump your hips back. Move with your breath, hands to 6 and 12. Find length along your side bodies here. Stay active through your legs. Beautiful. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, simple twist. Plant your right palm, left arm extend. Option is stay, spiral onto the outer edge of both feet. And then we have options here. If you want a more solar practice, it could be Vashisthasana, which is side plank, modified or full. Yeah, some of you, we could take pulses. If you want the softer option, crawl your right foot towards the mirror and then drop your hip towards the earth. Careful not to collapse into this right shoulder. Your left arm might capture around. And then you'll soften your left ear towards your left shoulder. Focus on dropping your right rib cage towards the earth. And always modify if you want to up level or take pulses. You've got another couple breaths to explore sensations. And if you're in your lounge lizard or variation, meet back in your lounge lizard, but active. Press your right hip off the earth. Find Yana Mudra. Drop your hip, your arm on your inhale. Find a low lunge to the back. Quarter turn to the right for Prasarita and pause. Bring your toes in, heels out. And then this time is for you. You've got about 5 breaths for yogi playtime. You could go upside down or twist, side lunge. If you're going upside down, make sure there's little to no pressure on the crown of your head, yeah? Whatever shape you've chosen, focus on using your breath to create opening, to create space within your body. Maybe there's a little bit of joy in your physical expression today, a little lightness. And then wherever you're at, you've got another breath or so to even out if you're taking something on one side. And then draw your palms beneath your shoulders. Find a halfway lift. Take a quarter turn to the front for a low lunge and step back to a plank pose. Find your way back to downward facing dog. And really intentional, deliberate with your movement. Move one more strong flow on the other side. Use your inhale, the full length of it to extend your left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, fly your torso. Inhale, 5-pointed star, slice open. Exhale, goddess, last time, pull it in. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, reach forward, reverse. And cue change here. Exhale, glide through center, reach forward to extend. Stay active through your legs here. Broaden through your heart. Where's your breath? Ground through your feet. On your inhale, rise, reverse warrior into reverse trikonasana. Bump your hips towards the back. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale your hands through center. And at your own pace, reach and extend. Most bodies, you'll reach your heart towards the back of the room, towards the mirrored wall to find your alignment. On your inhale, rise to reverse warrior, bend your front knee. Exhale, simple twist. Plant your left palm, inhale your right arm high. And this is where the time is for you. Take what you need. Stay here, side plank, lounge lizard. Option to soften this time or pulse. Take what you need. I recommend lengthening your stance if you're softening. Use the long edge of your mat to find your long line. And then careful with your palm. You might want to crawl it forward. Don't collapse into your left shoulder if you're softening here. Option to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then with each out breath, soften your left rib cage towards the earth. Breathe into wherever you're feeling sensation. If you've softened with me, shorten your stance, lift your left hip, Yana Mudra in your right palm, lower your hips. Inhale, reach and rise through low lunge, all the way to the left, Prasarita. You have another round, this time a little bit shorter, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe it's chest expansion or a twist. You could take the same shape, find a different layer of sensation, or maybe you mix it up. What feels most joyous to you in this moment? Your beautiful expressions. Nice, Michelle. We've got that one long line. You've got about another breath here to transition back to Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale, find length. Exhale, quarter turn to the front, low lunge. Step back to a plank pose. This is your last chance for a Vinyasa. Take what you need. Nice, Marty. Beautiful. And then down dog. On your inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale to half pigeon. Bring your right knee outside your right wrist. You might want to lengthen your stance and then use the mirror here. Square your hips. Don't skip the back bend. As you're ready, start to soften it down. Sleeping pigeon. I recommend inviting a little part to your lips here. If there's not already. And just stay mindful that as you release through your hips, you're not picking up any tension in your jaw or in your face. And those of you in figure 4, if you want a little more sensation, it's by no means obligatory. You might press your right knee slightly forward. And as you start to come up onto your edge here, might be feeling sensation, whether subtle or intense. See if you can use your breath to deepen, to lean in. And then commit to another 3 really fluid, long yogi breaths here. Like you're moving energy. Let go of anything stuck or stagnant with each out breath. Nice variation. And then if this feels really juicy, like you'd like to stay a little bit longer, this time is always for you. Stay if you'd like. Variations, release. And then sleeping pigeon, use your inhale to come upright and pause once you're upright. Figure 4, you might need to navigate with me. We're going to shift onto our right outer hip to swing our left leg around. Yeah. And then connect your sole of your foot with your inner thigh, flex through your left toes. 2 choices. You might square your hips and soften forward, or side body. We rainbow up and over, yeah. Stay broad through your heart if you're taking that variation, and careful with your neck, your jaw, stay soft. Take a couple full breaths. And take one more full inhale, stay just as you are. Use your out breath to surrender. And then use your next inhale to pull you back upright. We're going to come into gate pose, or variation of plant your right palm. Give yourself some space. Space your fingers away. On your inhale, press into your knee, your left foot to rise your hips. Press them forwards and then reach your left arm overhead. We're here for a couple breaths. If you want to find movement along your top arm. Exhale your hips back to the earth. And then however gracefully you'd like to transition back to down dog, find your way there. Use your inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Take your time. Stay really mindful of your alignment here as you enter. And tune into subtle differences here from the last side. Just notice. And then add a little more depth to your breath. And then you have your last 3 really smooth, fluid yogi breaths to play with your edge. Maybe your variation if you did so other side. And then there's always the invitation to stay until you feel even. When you're ready to come out, use your in-breath to travel upright. And drop your weight as you're upright onto your left outer hip. Swing your right leg around. And then take the same variation. I'd recommend this side as the last. Either your forward folds or your rainbow shape, reach up and over. And if you sit or you drive a lot, the side bend is great. It's releasing through your QL and your side body here and your SI joint, creating space from that compression. Take a couple more full fluid breaths. Stay for another inhale. Exhale, soften, deepen. Use your inhale, engage your core, come back upright, and transition into gate pose. Plant your left palm, give yourself some space, and then ground down to reach your right arm high. Press your hips forward. You've got a couple breaths here to explore. Yeah, pretty variation. And then as you're ready, lower your hips first. What do you guys think? Do we want to be on our back or you want a juicy side twist? It's a good one, I promise. Come into tabletop with me. If this one is too much for you, we're coming onto our back. We can meet you there if you'd like. So come into your tabletop. And then we're coming into gate pose again, but it's a variation. So extend your right leg long. Make sure it's in line with your knee. And then iron down the pinky edge of your foot. I like a little more distance than I would in a normal gait. And then really important, this one we can go pretty deep. So listen to your body, stop where you feel sensation. Nice setup there, Marty. On your inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale into a half bind. You might stay here, yeah? Just rolling open through your heart. If you want more, I recommend watching this one first. We'll crawl our left arm over to the right and maybe grab a hold of the outer edge of our foot. Really important, our weight stays shifting forward. And then we soften onto our left shoulder, our left ear will come to the earth. If that's too much, release your foot. And then the motion here, weight stays shifting forward. You'll roll your right shoulder towards the sky. And breathe, that's the trick, yeah. We've got a couple full breaths. And when you're ready to come out, release your grip first. And then just slowly unwind back through center. We'll come back to a tabletop. Take a little bit of movement to reset. So it's opening through our side body, but also a little bit through our heart, yeah, with that rotation. On the left, extend your left leg. Be mindful of your alignment here. Plant your right palm, inhale your left arm, and then stay here, maybe half bind. If you want more, you'll crawl your right arm to maybe capture the outer edge of your foot. Here is just fine, don't push, yeah? Keep your weight shifting forward. Soften your right ear, your right shoulder, and then just like Prasarita, bring your sitting bones towards the sky. Roll your left shoulder open and breathe. Nice, Susie. Can you drop your bottom shoulder? Yeah, beautiful. As you're ready to come out, move one step at a time. And then however gracefully you'd like to arrive, come to lie on your back. Let's extend our soles of our feet towards the back today. Or front, sorry guys, most of you. Friends at home, I'm turning down the lights, but I'll do my best to cue you with my words. Draw your knees up and in towards your chest. Find like a little seed apanasana. Find movement along your spine. And then release your grip. Bring your soles of your feet to the earth. Bridge pose. We're just going to take one round today. So if you want wheel, I won't cue it, but you're welcome to go there. Make sure you can graze the backs of your heels. And then on your inhale, press into your feet. Lift your hips towards the sky. Option to interlace your grip. Then engage more through your inner thighs. Release your glutes. You've got 3 rounds of breath. And your next inhale, can your hips reach a little bit high? And then if you took your interlace grip, release. On your exhale, one vertebrae at a time, slowly like a wave unwind. Bring your knees to touch and center, feet wide. Option to windshield wiper. Pause back and center. Bring your soles of your feet to touch, your knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. And options with your arms, if you want to continue to open through your heart, find a little cactus shape. Or maybe one palm to your heart, one to low belly. Close down your eyes. And allow your breath to return to its normal cadence or its normal rhythm. And then draw your palms to the outer edge of your knees. Scoop your knees in towards center. And then stay here like Apanasana, like a little ball, or happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Option to play. Make sure you traction your spine back flat to the earth, or at least that's the goal eventually. And happy baby, if you're taking movement, pause back in center. And we'll take half happy baby starting on the right. Keep a hold of your right foot. Release your left either to the earth a little bit deeper. Extend your left leg long. And you've got a couple breaths here. I like to bring my left palm to my left hip crease just to encourage it open. You might play with pulsing your right foot into your palm, or just send your breath into your right hip flexor. Then release your grip for half wind removing pose, but we're not staying long. Take an inhale to fill. Exhale into supine twist. Draw your knee to the left. Bump your hips towards center. And then just allow gravity to take over. Release any element of force or strain. And draw your navel to your spine. On your inhale, bring your right knee back through center. Give it a little squeeze. And then let's come back into happy baby pose to transition. Full happy baby. And then set up happy baby on the left. Release your right foot either to the earth or extend it long. Leave your left ankle stacked over your left knee. If movement served you here, maybe it will this side as well. You've got another couple breaths. Release your left foot for wind removing pose. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, guide your knee across your body, bump your hips back towards center. And just allow the shape to unfold. If you want to deepen, your gaze might come gently to the left. And use the buoyancy of your inhale to draw your left knee back through center. Draw your right knee up to meet it on your inhale. And then give yourself a little squeeze. Draw everything in really nice and tight. Exhale your way to final Shavasana. And take up space on your mat. And close down your eyes if they aren't already. On your next inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears, down your back to shine more open through your heart. And let's take one last breath all together. Take an inhale to fill. Exhale, let it go. And soften every muscle, every joint in your whole body into support of the earth beneath you. You're here in stillness for some time. And oftentimes we don't associate much happening in the stillness or in the darkness. It can be a really potent space for both transformation and manifestation. And I'll leave us resting in final Shavasana this evening. The end of this song will be about 3 minutes, if you have the luxury of time. Otherwise, our 60 minutes together has concluded. Thank you so much for sharing your breath and your energy, your movement in this space. And in gratitude, namaste. Friends, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. And friends at home, thank you for joining us. Happy Solstice.